They want to take me home tonight. It's quite alright, yeah, she say.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I'll stay forever. If you can make me dance, I'll stay forever. I'm in over, is it obvious? I'm just trying to figure you out. I want all of you if I'm honest. I'm just trying to.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National.
Mike Tirico, Greggleton on hand. The rookie Tyler Luke has the honors. The first Sunday night game of the year, and we are underway here in Buffalo. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. For Josh Allen, the reigning MVP of the NFL. First touchdown pass of this 2025 season.
Ravens nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. Jackson now on 2nd down. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
24 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time.
It's 2nd down.
And it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for King Henry. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We'll go again here with Henry. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. TJ Sanders there to make the play. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route running. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Again, it's Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he'll take this one in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is good. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. All here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
29-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. One more time going up top with Allen. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Allen going to throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Again, it's Allen. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. He's to the 40, to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bills 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Bell on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Been a mixed bag so far. Very sharp looking on that opening drive for a touchdown. And pretty well was given right back with the pick six just a moment ago. They'll start on the ground with Cook. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we'll have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So on come the Ravens, and Greg, what a story again last year, 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL. But it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
There's no question. I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around, you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to...
In trouble, and down he goes. They'll look to pick up the pace.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
3rd and long for Jackson. That's out wide for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it. Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. 5 straight divisional titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch rate.
Yeah, I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And 2 new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league and bring a certain amount of toughness to the top of the organizations.
Oh, absolutely, and it was very clear exactly what New York and New England were looking for. They wanted culture centers, right? It wasn't about getting the fancy play.
And he's in! James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Here's Bassett for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the 1 year Cleveland was up there at the top of the division, they did that as well. But it's come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously, Joe Burrow, a quarterback. But it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So, I think...
Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year, have a chance this year? If it happens every year, we just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Breed, the second-round pick, showing that athleticism. He's got a sack here in his debut. To the air on third down. Here's Allen. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now, as he's on to punt for the second time. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
No, we changed it. Hey, report. Sit on.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Jackson trying to get his guys back to the line.
For a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Ravens
back to throw. That's taken in by Chubb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
brings up
second down, 8 yards to go.
42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
46-yard line.
Jackson up top again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
And 3 yards to go.
13.
We'll try and run it here, and it's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
That's another.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing Jackson. The toss, left side, caught by his running back. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
180.
Jackson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll air one out for Palmer. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. DeJounte Wester now to return it. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard... Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. He works his way in to record the second sack of his young career. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind, we're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Second down, Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's...
There's a run by Henry, but he goes nowhere. Ball doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
No, we can't.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Round 80.
From the gun, here is Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Big strides. Look at him go. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 68
Well,
yards.
a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hook. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Nash is good. And the Bills are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Bills 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
Yeah, I think there's so many good ones, right? You talked about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams. But I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great sign.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set.
It's fourth down.
On fourth, the Ravens first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
First down. First and 10.
Again, it's Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Second down and 10.
13.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. P.J. Sanders there to make the play. How to get it to the 28, but now it's third down.
No, we changed it. Hey, report.
To throw is Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Here's Jackson. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Two incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Jackson looking to throw. On the run to the right. And he's in! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here is Bell on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. First down, Allen. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, and he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
Brings up third down.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is hard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
The Bills First
And
down.
how about that?
First
Third
and 10
and a
at the
mile.
48-yard line.
And they convert and pick up a first down. Play action. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
17.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Round 80!
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's looking deep for Shaquille. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession, and they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. On first and 10, it's Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So, from 37, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Down inside the 10. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
To the air on second down. Here's Allen. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So first and 10 here now at the 38.
For a Bills first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
22 more yards.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Second and 10. Throwing again is Allen. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 6 yards brings up 3rd and 16.
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. He's looking deep for Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. Throwing now. And the Ravens have come up with the football. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. A first down throw for Jackson. Diggs on the reception. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. The extra point is good. And the Ravens tack on one more to their lead.
Bills 21. Tyler Loop to kick
now,
off
after the
Baltimore.
touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Waste of time.
Allen will give this to Davis. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one on target to Moore. And he is going to have the Bills first down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
9-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Bills first down.
On the handoff, it's Davis. he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
No run. It's Ty Johnson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal.
Now Allen. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen now on 2nd down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Extra point drop by Max. He's got it. And the Bills are able to cut into the deficit.
Next to score, Ravens 49, Bills 28.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
No, it's one. Yeah. 13.
From the gun, Jackson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is